Groups are made up of Revit components, and they've been grouped together so that they can be placed inside of a Revit model. In this instance, underneath the project browser, I've expanded out the category of groups by clicking on the plus sign, and from there we can see that there are detail as well as model groups. Detail groups are two-dimensional groups, usually considered just sort of a flat group, which would mean that those components that you placed are two-dimensional. They don't have the depth dimension associated with them. Then they'd show up underneath detail groups. Most of the kinds of groups that you place in Revit are probably going to be three-dimensional, which means they'll show up under model groups. And that's what we have in this example. We have three offices of three-dimensional components that we're going to place inside of each of these office areas. In this case, we have an Office 1, an Office 2, and an Office 3. If we want to place these groups in, we can just click on the appropriate group, drag it out into the space, let go of our mouse button. Then we could highlight over different areas. In this case, it picked the end of the wall, and we can start to see this is already getting placed. In yours, it may or may not do that. What I like to do is click this corner in order to place this furniture arrangement inside of the project. I'm going to do the same thing with Office 3. Drag it out, and I'm going to place it right here. Office 2, click, drag it out, pick this corner here, and then place it there. And I'm going to hit the escape key on the keyboard a couple of times to get out of the command. So with your groups, you can group together different pieces of furniture, casework, lighting, structural elements, anything that needs to be grouped together and might get repeated throughout a building. And then after grouping them together, you can click, drag them out into your drawing area, and place them inside of each of those modeled spaces.